Alright everyone, sorry for the wait, welcome to the next drawing stream. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't remember this part. I think we're at part 7, so we're at drawing stream volume 2, part 7 I believe. How we feeling tonight y'all? Let's bring this up. The YouTube chat, there's the YouTube chat. So yeah, we're gonna be continuing our drawing of Yuta Kotsu. Again, sorry for the wait y'all. But now we're here, we're about to get into it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's see. All right, a few more things I have to adjust real quick. But yeah, earlier, man, I just realized I have to get back in the lab with drawing. I'm not only with the comic, but that we're gonna release later on, but also because with the drawing, I imagined certain poses to look a certain way, but it wasn't really translating well, you know. So we just have to get back in the lab, and I've been trying a few different things with like the pose that YouTube has right now, because I looked at certain references that had poses that had what I was going for, but for me, I wanted the blade to be like down here and his hands like here, but like having it here already just looks awkward, but having the blade here, you know, it looks better that way. And that's actually one of his signature poses, and that's essentially what we decide to do here. And yeah, we're back into it. All right, one last thing y'all, and we're about to get started. Okay, I think we're good. All right, here we go. And let me pull up the chat as well, because I'm doing this off of one monitor here. Oh wait, I just realized I don't. Man, wow, that's how you know we're all over the place. Okay, I have to bring up my webcam and my other thing on the other scene. Go figure. Okay, there we go. Now it's looking nice. All right, so I'm gonna pull up the channel over here. I'm gonna have the chat popped out over here. Then, you know, there we go. Now we're good. All right. All right, so we have Yuta doing his famous pose. I don't know why I didn't just decide to do it like this in the beginning. Like, I was looking at different references, and that's actually his typical pose. I was like, oh, I should just had it like this. I wanted it to be in I tried to make it look a little different though. But yeah, so I was just getting the pose down. Let's see. Draw the fingers. Let me see. On the fingers. To do the things you gotta do. Always moving forward. see. I have the hands kind of like the fingers like stick out a little bit.
Sometimes that it doesn't make sense. It's even hard.
Yeah, it makes more sense for the makes sense, and then the person singing it makes sense at the same time. Let me see. Hey, 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right, y'all. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna take care of something real quick. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so we have YouTube with the post here. And then there's a few more things. I found the specific place where one of the setting images of the Jujutsu Tech, like little like area, surrounding area, that is similar to where Yuta was. I couldn't find the specific image without like all the characters there, but this was one of the places that I could find. So I think I'm gonna use this as the designated background. But this was a place where Toto and Megumi was like, what's your type? You know what I mean? And Megumi was getting pummeled out there. So we're gonna use this setting. All right, let's get these fingers together. Alright, so we have the index finger here. We have the other finger bend a bit. Okay. And then the other two fingers. So the two fingers will rest here. Then we have the other finger here. Then the index finger will just kind of stick out. All right, here we go. All right, that's much better. We're gonna get the face together too, but we're about to get all the poses for all the characters down real quick. So that's the first pose down. So we're gonna have that guy in its own folder. And we're bringing the other like confirmed sketches there too. All right, let's sketch out the environment real quick. Let's make sure that's down because we were just kind of like trying things last time. But yeah, I know we were like on part 3, but I'm like really particular how I want things to look line art wise. But once we get this part down, we're good.
You should go now. Run. No. I won't leave you here. We can run together. Listen. If we run together,
What's going on, Silver?
shoot us from behind. We both die. So, how's about you here?
How's your day been so far?
No, don't worry about me. I will hold them. I want you to promise me to survive, to take this message for our country.
Yeah, we're gonna use this entire setting here. So if I'm gonna use that as a background, okay, so the background, it doesn't have to cover up this much. It can still stretch, like how I have the perspective, but it could be like, it could be a bit smaller, you know? Yeah. Because I remember I didn't really like how it looked in the other layer. So I'm gonna do it differently. Been doing research, okay. A lot of things happening, I make sure to spread the info. Got you. Okay, yeah, that's great. Gotta be sharing more. Okay, okay. But yeah. Yes, glad you're having a good day so far though. I've just been trying to get back in the lab drawing. But yeah, I just realized I have to make a lot more time with the art because I feel like with the content lately we've kind of been neglecting the art side a lot. Other creators, nice. On Discord, so you can see, okay. Gamers are anime, manga, etc. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, so what you're talking about must be something huge. Yeah, let me know whenever you end up sending the info. I guess it has something to do with like restrictions or something.
I am in heaven? Yes.
You ever heard about the censorship? In regards to, I've been hearing some words. Wow, I'm hearing something about the censorship about games. Why is that such a weird thing to pronounce right now? Oh, give me a second. Censorship. There we go. Yeah, I heard of this. I've heard of this thing called Stop Killing Games. I heard like that was like some sort of movement going on social media right now. I'm not sure if that's related to any of this. So yeah, maybe that's not related. Basically, they want censor internet. See, my only thing with that is because okay, I don't know the specifics, so I guess I won't be able to go that deep into it, but it's just one parallel I see with that was like stuff that happened with like YouTube. Like I know there's creators that would sometimes go back and forth with YouTube because their content isn't for kids, but there's certain channels, like I think SML had that issue before. Like their content is not for kids, but I think YouTube, they got caught up in like the whole thing of how their whole thing is about different, like, they call them like puppets. It's like they're puppets, so they're like, oh, the content of videos of like puppets talking to each other. That's like, on surface, that's like, yeah, that's for kids. But when you hear like the stuff they be doing in the videos, is like, nah, not for kids. But like something like that, I know there's a thing where they create this thing called YouTube Kids. That's actually another version of YouTube. But instead of, you know, just separating things, it's like they try to ruin it for everyone so that everything conforms only for the kids when it comes to content or entertainment, and for older audiences, they don't really get to have anything. It is? Okay. That's a lie. Some of you guys for control. I can see that. I mean, yeah. I can see that. But yeah, I've heard a little bit about the Stop Killing Games thing. I don't know all of the info. Like, I would watch videos on different people's coverage on it. Okay, I think this is how I basically want it to look like. Then it has the then I'll just clean up the line art later, but I think this is how I want it. And then the bottom here is like stone. There we go. Vocal Shout, Visa, and MasterCard had Steam remove their games that adults paid for. Is that allowed? So, like, for example, I play a game like what's a mature game? Like Red Dead Redemption 2. Like the debit card that I have that I used to buy the game, let's say it's one of the ones you mentioned, Visa or like MasterCard. I bought the game with that, so that company that I use for my card, they can just at any point in time just like, oh, hey Steam, I know this person bought this. Oh no, oh, okay, I must not be seeing it the right way. They had Steam remove their games. Oh, just in general, just remove the games. A credit card company. These people aren't clean at all. They say one thing, but they're getting called out. Okay, yeah, there's a whole lot more to it than what I thought then. Goodness. It also does help that vocal shout is composed. What hey man. Oh wait, what? Oh, that's a group. Vocal shout. Yeah, I don't get it, man. Because when it comes to entertainment, it's like it's supposed to be stuff for everyone, you know? Like, that's crazy. So vocal shout, I'm not familiar with that group at all. It's getting real out here. If a man is real, they want to type the entertainment. Do you have any like, you don't have to send it into the server specifically, but if you want to DM me about it, like, is there a video that kind of did like a coverage on it that I could check out? Because I'm curious, because I'm not familiar with that group. And here's the sick part: they support. Okay. Cuties? Isn't it that movie that was on Netflix that yo there's no way. There are videos. Yeah, I would love to look into it, because there's a lot of stuff going on with like gaming drama right now that I haven't really been tapped into. And then what I'll do is I'll just warp to the perspective a little bit. Alright, that's what I'll do for the background. Much better. A much better pose. Alright, let's get Rika together. And once, y'all already know how it goes. When it comes to the line art, when we get that together, we're locked in. That's what happened with the Goku drawing. I'm not. Lemonty, saying you, we speak a lot. Bet, okay. All right, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Honestly, I wouldn't mind watching it on Twitch. I really wouldn't mind. Like, once, because I know after I take care of the first few shows or whatever that I do for Twitch, I could like do like a quick. As long as I remember, because sometimes my memory is horrible, but as long as I remember, honestly, I wouldn't mind doing it on Twitch tonight. Or just watching, like, off stream. It really doesn't matter which. But okay, for sure. Okay. Leave comments for sure. Okay. Rika JJK. Yeah, Rika has an interesting design, so I want to figure out what I want. I have an idea for, you know what? I have an idea for both of them, but I feel like for what I want to do, I should do it after, when everything else is like done. All right, I'm gonna focus on the background in Utah. Yeah, I guess as far as the gaming, you know, stuff is concerned, I don't remember the names, but I remember there was this like person that I think he used to work in Blizzard that I gotta remember how the whole situation went down. So basically, from what I know about the Stop Killing Games movement, it has to do with players being able to still be able to play like the servers of games that different devs and studios would decide to like remove later on. Like for example, Halo. Like I think there was like some online servers that they decided to shut down later on after a few years, or really any game for that matter. Like when the studio does that, the gamers are like, hold up, we were still playing the game. You know, we bought this game to play the multiplayer, right? And I think with Stop Killing Games, I think that group was about, yeah, we want to still have full ownership of all of the parts of the game that we paid for. And I think there was a thing I heard that there was someone that worked with Blizzard that does a lot of stream on like Twitch or YouTube or whatever. He I guess since he's a dev, he looked at it from a dev's point of view, and he was saying like, well, no, basically had an issue with what people were wanting, and yeah, a lot of drama stuff happened for what I know after the fact, and now I think I can't remember the guy's name, but he lost like a lot of followers and he lost like a lot of followers on YouTube and Twitch. I was like, yo, what? And this guy like was making bank. He was making bank. So I guess with whatever his takes were on like the games and stuff, because he was also saying, you know, he was wishing for the Stop Killing Games movement to not succeed, you know, things of that nature. So I guess a lot of people did not like that message. They're like, no, we want to actually have ownership over our game. So they're like, nah, let's unfollow this guy. That's not right. They want to make people unhappy. Yeah, it's just, I don't get it, man. It just seems so simple to me. It's like, look, for all these different companies and studios, I get their main thing is their bottom line, but your bottom line is also connected to making the customer happy. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. Make a game that they'll like. If they don't like it, the customer just didn't think the product was good. So for you as a company, you just gotta sit there and be like, okay, that didn't work. We gotta figure out, you know, what to do to make a better product for them. Like, I don't know. It just seems that simple to me. Let's see. Oh, his face is a bit more like round, like, okay. Doesn't really have a... But yeah, I don't know. I just see it. I just think it's that simple. They don't speak for me. Fair. Yeah, I just don't know why when it comes to entertainment, as far as, look, when the viewers or people that watch your show or movie, which are basically like the customers of your business, if they don't like it, they don't like it. Like, a lot of times I've seen a lot of different companies basically make it out to be the customer being the problem, but I'm like, dude, if you're within the entertainment industry, you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have the people entertained. Like, that's it. I don't know why things get so political there. If they don't listen to the consumer, they'll lose money, right? I guess it's like a have their cake and eat it too type of thing they're trying to do, but it's like, it's just so unnecessary. Because a lot of companies didn't really start out that way. They started doing it the right way, but now they've just been, they blame the consumer for not liking the product. But it's like that's who you're making it for. Like, I don't, like, huh? Bang. I don't get it personally. It's just simple to me. Both greedy and arrogant. Yeah, I guess so. So all these companies, I guess, they've gotten so used to, they can release whatever, do whatever, and boom, everyone will be on board. But it's like, nah, that's not gonna happen every time. Especially if people don't like it.
Let's go have some fun.
Hey. I know I'm going for the nonchalant you to look. So I should look over here. So you kind of had... Okay. Since I'm going with the nonchalant look, I got a bit more effort with the eyes. Now there are those who are genuine, but that's rarity. Yeah. I guess all I kind of, what I'm like really confused about is like, where does it come from? Like, when it comes to different companies, just, I mean, corporate greed. Well, even then, it's like, I don't know. Like, where does all that stuff come from? But with that aside, though, if we're still on the subject of games, there's definitely a few more games I want to get into. I went over to my friend's house like that was last week already. Dang. He put me on Helldivers. I was sitting there like, yo, what am I doing? But that game looks like a lot of fun. Now I understand why that game won a lot of awards. Like, it feels like you're in an action movie. That's another game I want to get into. That game, Elden Ring, all of it. You know what? At this point, I think what I need to do, I need to do specific days for gaming streams, and then I'll just announce, oh, we'll be live. Like more than just like the 3 days a week. Maybe I'll do it on like a gaming Tuesdays. I don't know, but I really want to get back into games. I'll check out Berserker Kazan. Hopefully I pronounced it the right way. For one of the attempts. Kuzan. Okay. We can simply also take time to go over new games that are in the making. True. Yeah, new games. What other new games are coming out? Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden? Ninja Gaiden 4. I want to play that game. When I saw the trailers for that, I was like, yo. Christian Kuzan. Oh, gotcha. All right, and the ears. But yeah, what other games came out recently? Oh yeah, Bowed came out recently. Well, defined recently. That was like months ago now. But I always wanted to play that game. That and honestly, at this point, I think I just need to list off all the games I intend on playing in the future. I want to play. I kind of just binge play the entire Final Fantasy franchise. Same thing with Persona. So I always heard a lot about both of those franchises, that like they're really fun games to play, but they're kind of outside of the typical genres that I like. So who knows? Maybe those will be the games that'll get me into those other genres. So those two, Resident Evil. Yeah, definitely Resident Evil. I used to say Assassin's Creed, but I never really felt the need to get into it, especially now. I don't know. Are they fun? Oh, I bet. Yeah. Resident Evil, Final Fantasy. What other games? Because I remember I mentioned, like, we've been playing Five Nights at Freddy's. That was like a month. Wow, time is flying. Oh my gosh. But aside from Five Nights at Freddy's being one of the horror games I'm trying to binge play, I also wanted to play the Poppy Playtime games, or like, is it that it's different games, or is it just like expansions they've been doing recently? Because I've been seeing like a lot of new story modes for it. Fire Emblem, Stellar Blade. Ooh, Stellar Blade. I heard a lot of hype for Stellar Blade. Some people had an issue for it though, for some reason. It's good, Jay. Different parts got you. Ooh, you know what? You know what horror indie game that I haven't heard a lot of talk about recently? Dark Deception. That game was like one of the main ones that people used to play. I guess they stopped making new story modes for it, like new missions for it, because they haven't even finished their finale. Because I remember that was the reason why Corey never finished the game, because they didn't continue, or they're still on a hiatus. Sweet killing girls for some reason. Oh, they also said that fake news on a website saying it would contribute. What? How would it? I I don't. Man, the gaming world could be an interesting place. How would you even begin to think someone would harm themselves over Stellar Blade? As well as slandering the creator's wife, implying she looked up. Oh my gosh. It's like there's something that's going on for all the people that hate on those type of games, and they're like taking it all out on the creator. Like, what in the... Man. It's like... I don't know. I just find it interesting when people kind of go that wild over like games, you know? Saying even had to pay that road when she It's not Al's accident. I keep up with this stuff every day, telling info for us. And you know what? I appreciate that you do that, because wow, that is crazy to me. But yeah, Stellar Blade was actually a game I thought about playing. I love the OST, some of the OSTs in that game though. Like some of my favorite OSTs in a minute, right next to Devil May Cry. Yeah, but for the people that dislike Stellar Blade, I can only imagine how. For those reasons, I can only imagine how they feel about Marvel Rivals, bro. I can only imagine how they feel over Marvel Rivals. Oh my gosh. Like, I know they're absolutely livid. Man, I move this over here so I can draw the sword. Oh, that's how it looks like without the. Okay, I gotta just clean up the line art a bit more. How's your day going, Jay? Chris, Stellar Blade, and his wife shared a picture of how she looked, and he probably got an apology for her. Yep, good man. Good man. Either one words. He does well. Oh, yeah. I'm sure of it with Marvel Rivals. The crazy part is that they think it's only guys that see all his designs. There are girls too that look at those characters that way. That would look at those characters that way. But it's just, I don't know. I just think I just think when people bleed though that hatred into games, I'm like, you gotta just take a second to chill, man. Cause you should not be that fed up over a game. Like if we're talking about, oh, you're playing Call of Duty, you're getting spawn camp, you're getting fed up. That's understandable. That's understandable. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But you still play the game anyway. You fall into that one more. Like one more game, bro. One more game. You know, homies, y'all still in the losing streak. Like stuff like that. I get why someone would be mad, because that's everyone's been there. But yeah, I just don't like how different game creators, they just kind of have to bend the knee to people that act like that. Because I'm like, dude, if you don't like the game, you just gotta move on. Because the creator would know for sure, okay, I just gotta stop making those type of games if people stop like buying it. I don't know. Some dang reason, majority of them are Karens who don't look good for themselves. Yeah, man. Today, oh my god. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just like, man. How about one of those? No, yeah. Who are the current? Oh man. Yeah, it's like if someone is in an unhappy relationship, you gotta dip. You gotta leave. Got to. Not even worth it. Relationships where both y'all are happy. Now it's not a one-way street. I got the handle down. Let's go. Let's go. It's a good drip. Got a church and ice. Oh, you were there during the which stream was it? I'm gonna say what stream was it? I think it was the Friday stream when Twilight and Hal were going back and forth. Man, they were cracking me up. Oh yeah, it was good. Okay, cool. Okay. Oop. Here we go. What do I think about? Yeah, it's bent a little. It's like then like erase that part. Yeah, it was good. It was Friday. I was scared. Oh, nice. Okay. Hope y'all have fun. You know. Alright, I'm doing all this when I could just adjust the angle. Man, why do I forget I could do that? I always forget I can do that sometimes. And here we go. Now we gotta bring you back. I think that's good. Boom. Millie came back, checking out video on Twitch. Alright, for sure. Counter Weeks, no, part 69 will not be. Oh my I'll try my best. And okay, for real, I'm really gonna try my best to get that AO Nerdcore confirmation video out ASAP. Like on that same day for that stream. So like it will be released before I stream. Like it'll be like a, what do you call it? The opposite of an encore. Like a man, what do you call it? It's like a prelude, like a prelude. Yeah. I'm out. All right, you have to go and drip. See you on Twitch. What else happened? Oh yeah, I just watched Fantastic Four. I will not spoil. No worries. Don't worry. Anyone that's in the stream that's worried about spoilers, I got you. Only thing I'll say, I'll do a non-spoiler review. I really like the movie. Are you kidding me? I watched it because I watched Fantastic Four. I personally liked it. I personally liked it. Like, hey, now everyone may not like the movie, but you know, I personally did. But as far as non-spoiler reviews go, guess we can get into it. First thing I'll say, I really like Johnny Storm in this movie, because out of all the Fantastic Four members, for me personally, I always like Johnny Storm the most. And hey, I'll just say, with the Citizenship UK implement, come see. Ah, man. Oh, you were saying about them. Okay. I was about to say, like, oh, one's not a fan of Pt.7, but I got you. But yeah, I personally like the movie. Like, it was very new from what we're used to seeing in Marvel, because I feel like a lot of the movies we've watched that's been released, it's been a lot of continuation stories of characters that we already know about, that's already been established in the MCU. Not a lot of like new stories of new characters that hasn't been a part of the MCU stuff yet. So Fantastic Four was like one of the first few movies for years since we really gotten like a new story. Like, sure, there's certain movies where they'll bring in a new character, like Thunderbolts, they had Sentry, but in this movie, it was different. Like, the whole world, because they already said this. If you watch the trailers, you can see it's within the 60s, and they captured that whole aesthetic really well too. And like how things are like futuristic but like vintage at the same time. I really liked how they pulled that off. And I'll say, going into the movie, I think the stakes, you felt the stakes a whole lot more in this movie, especially if you, well, I won't get into the spoilers as to why you may feel like there's stakes, but this movie definitely had like stakes based off of what you thought. If you watch some of the previous movies going into this one, you're going to think of a few things and you're like, okay, could this happen? Could that happen? And I'll just say that the action, especially towards the second half, it was fire. It was fire. But how everyone did their roles. Pedro Pascal, I'm not gonna lie. I think when everyone saw he got casted for Mr. Fantastic, I feel like a lot of people are going through some Pedro Pascal fatigue. They're like, man, he's in everything. But I won't lie though, he actually did his thing in this movie. He did his thing. He did his thing. The thing in this movie, for me, I've never really been the biggest fan of The Thing. I've always been more of like a Hulk fan than The Thing. I'm not going to get into specifics of what he was doing, but I personally wanted to have seen more of The Thing doing, you know, stuff. I would have liked to have seen him kind of do his thing, but I would definitely say, man, Johnny Storm, that if you're a Johnny Storm fan, like if you're a Human Torch fan, and if you, yeah, you're gonna like this movie. You're gonna like that movie. But I watched it just yesterday, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's see. It says here they want face scans, credit card info. On what specifically? Just in general? Like whenever you buy things or something? Like you need to do all those extra steps? Uh-oh. Yeah, I realize I need the handle to go a bit higher. So let me see if I can yeah, I should have done the sword in its own layer, not to drag stuff around. Grab all of that. There we go. All right, now let me just select all of the stuff I don't want to move, that I don't want to be a part of the selection when I'm gonna start moving it. Yeah, I really should have just done that in its own layer. But yeah, originally the thing that the Infinity Stones. Ooh. Oh, to use the internet? Really? So you did all of the usual stuff to like to buy the internet, to get the router. Oh wait, no. So like once you pay for your internet provider and you get the router installed, all that stuff, when you connect the internet to your device, is that when you have to do all those different steps, like face scan, or to just buy, or just buy the internet in general? Either way, that just seems tedious. Okay, yeah, grab that stuff. All right, cool. Now I can move it. All right, that's better. Oh yeah, I can erase all that. Realize. This is info on the device and what you to do. Honestly, it would just encourage people to pirate and become a hacker. It's just, yeah, it's just provide. They just need to make a more efficient way for people to actually use their stuff, so they can limit the possible reasons for someone to pirate. Oh yeah, but the movie though, yeah, I enjoyed it. If anyone watched the trailers, you already know all the people that are in it. So, I guess spoiler alert if you didn't see the trailers of the movie, because that's kind of what I'm just basing this off of. They showed Silver Surfer in the trailers, and they mentioned, because if you know, if Silver Surfer is going to be in the movie, you know who else will be in the movie too. And they mentioned Galactus in the trailer too. So, man, Silver Surfer, man, she was going off. I'm not going to lie. She was a problem. It was on Scarman, while in Japan, intentionally to censor the anime and manga. I feel like we had a similar conversation on that before. If you could you remind me what? Because I know MasterCard, we said they're credit card companies. They also provide debit cards. What is it that gives them leverage to dictate what Japan can do within their anime and manga? Like, is it due to the fact that a lot of people use Visa and MasterCard to buy their items, to where it's like, maybe that's what it is? Because a lot of people use MasterCard and Visa for their credit card or debit card options to buy stuff. Then I guess in Japan, if a lot of people mainly use MasterCard and Visa as their primary, like, basically Japan outsources their media using Visa. Gotcha, okay. What they do is create another option to get their income. So the way all the different companies within Japan, when they're earning their income, it goes through Visa and MasterCard. Wait, so in a way, that means MasterCard, they can be like, oh, before we give this to you, can you remove some of these products? As a way of them censoring like anime manga, like, well, we won't give you the income for this product because it came from this, something like that. They always have more options. Oh, for sure. They realize that, and then they become fed up finally. Great. I'm glad they did. Glad they realized that, hold up. Because is there a law that's stated to where a company like Visa, you can't just like hold someone's money. Like you can't hijack someone's money. Like that'll be for example, let's say like I'm monetized right now, so with the revenue I get from YouTube, whether it's from super chats or ad revenue or anything like that, all that money, once it's, because we YouTubers get paid monthly, so all that revenue goes into a bank that they allow you to access, so you can transact that money from that bank you set an account for it to be sent to your actual personal bank. That'll be like if that bank would try to be like, well, hold up, before I allow you to do a transaction, here's a list of all of this different type of content you made that was the purpose, that was the reason of you getting this much revenue. You gotta remove this content, that content for you to actually receive your revenue. That's the best way of me to like, that's like the best comparison I can make. If it's like that, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. It comes to tourism for oh yeah. I don't know how that goes. There should be, because Visa is not even part of Japan at all. There's also affected artists who as well who are trying to make ends meet. True. Yeah, Visa, what's going on, y'all? The flow of the increment. That's to show you, it's like money seems to be the biggest point of leverage, or someone's excess of your money always seems to be able to have that leverage of like, nah, don't do this. Like it doesn't even have to be a government thing. It's like, wow. At the end of the day, money always seems to be the source of all of it, one way or the other. Visa is in the US, stands for MasterCard. Oh, that's kind of dirty, because we are. Oh, that's kind of dirty. They're doing them dirty, because if that's from the US, we consume a lot of stuff. Especially like within entertainment, we consume a lot of stuff. So, you know, anime. That's great. So it's like in a way weird. I think you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say it out loud. That's wild. I wonder what else, like yeah. Then there's also corporations, just Crunchyroll, who hold leverage over anime as well, messing with the dialogue intentionally in most cases. Oh, for sure. I don't know if you've ever seen some of my reactions to Fate, which I really should start posting those reactions on YouTube now that I'm talking about it. I remember there was one. There were so many mistranslations of because I watched it in English dub, but even the subtitles, they said a completely different thing, an entirely different thing. I'm like, that was nowhere near, not even within the same context. Yeah, and I'm like, what are y'all talking? I remember, I think it was me and HBK. We were, yeah, HBK was watching it with me. Yeah, even HBK in the comments was like, they said what? Have you played the VN yet? VN, wow, I feel like I'm slow. What's that again? The VN. What is that? Did we talk about that before? Or you mentioned that? I'm sure you did mention it before. I don't remember. In the end, they say some wild things. Oh, wow. Oh, it's like that's like a different type of translation, like different language, like. I know. Oh, Twilight's in here? Oh, shoot. Wait, how'd you know it was Twilight if Twilight didn't even say anything yet? That's crazy. Man, look. So information has information, not. I remember Ilya Kirisugu. Oh yeah, the dog. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember. I'm faced with get Berserker Servant shoulder to. I did, might have gotten removed. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I didn't even see, cause it's like the automated mod that would like remove a message. I didn't even see that. Like it would usually say like message retracted. It didn't even show that at all. Him here swinging. Of course. How's your day been though? A century edit? Oh shoot, a century edit. Okay. Give me 1 second, 1 second. I'm almost done right here. There's a line in a novel that says people die when they're killed. I mean, they're not wrong. That's almost as similar when Thor in Infinity War, when he was getting the Stormbreaker, we said to the giant, yeah, when he was telling the giant, hey, look, I'm going to hold the machine open while the star is going to burn me like crazy, and the giant was like, stop, it's suicide, and Thor said, only if I die. I'm like, yes. Oh man. Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute. Like, oh man. The archer class is really full of archer. Bro. Yeah, it's like certain, it's lines like that tries to make things deeper than it is. It's like, bro, we get it. Bro. Like, it's said in a way that's supposed to make you be like, dang, bro, that's deep, man. It's said in a way where it makes, they're trying to prompt you to like react that way. It's like, oh man, you spitting, you spitting. It's like, yeah, that's that's what that means. Has there been a character in anime you just despised? Gabby, Maito, despise Akaza. And for those that know, if you watch the Mugen Train movie, let me think of other animes. My Hero, was there a My Hero character that I truly despised? You know, I feel like saying Maito, not Maito. That's crazy, because you know I was about to say Shigaraki when I said Maito. I feel like Shigaraki's like the most obvious character, but for some reason I don't feel that way for Shigaraki. That's weird. All for one though, for sure though. But yeah, definitely Gabby. Gabby is like at the number one spot though, and then right below Gabby. Oh wait. Oh no. I'm tripping. Ace of Diamond. Oh, I got some doozies. There's a lot of characters, and no, it's not Kawakami. I feel like for anyone that's in here that watches Ace of Diamond, it's not Kawakami. I really did not like May, but like the first season, I really did not like May. But the person I really don't like right now was it was the ace from the team Seiko, from that team. I forgot his name. But he did like a football tackle on Miyuki. I was like, yo, you serious? And he did it on purpose too, and smiled. Gold card. Also reading space shows how horrible Zoken and Shinji Mato will make you. Okay. Ribrianne from Dragon Ball Z. My gosh, Ribrianne. You know what's crazy? I didn't despise Ribrianne that much. I think the only thing I disliked in the like the characters in Super was when they was how easy they made it for Khalifa to turn into Super Saiyan. Not even for, I don't really have that same thing for Kale, because Kale was obviously supposed to be like female Broly, so it's like, okay, you make Kale mad, you're cooked. I already understood that with Kale. With Kaba, they made everything natural with Kaba. When he turned Super Saiyan the first time, then when he turned to Super Saiyan 2, all of that made sense. But I think the only reason why I had an issue with Khalifa was I was like iffy on when they were doing the back tingling explanation for turning Super Saiyan. But past that, when Goku and Khalifa first fought, when Khalifa was trying to show Goku, oh wait, because when she saw Goku go Super Saiyan 2, she was like, oh wait, okay, let me try to do that. She went to Super Saiyan Grade 3 instead, but then she finally turned to Super Saiyan 2, and she basically said, oh yeah, this was the transformation I originally had. So that means the first time she went Super Saiyan, she actually went to Super Saiyan 2, bro. I'm like, how? Like, how y'all give Kaba the most regular path, and then Kaba, she jumped? That meant the first time she went to Super Saiyan, it was under Super Saiyan 2, man. I'm saying, so they are sick. They make Shigaraki look sane. Wow, keep in the cage. Yeah, that was what got me, man. Like, they basically said she went Super Saiyan 2 in the beginning. I'm like, how in the world? And how do you have her? And why confirm that even when episodes later they show Kaba naturally going to Super Saiyan 2? I'm like, how do you give him the right way to go Super Saiyan 2 and she doesn't? Like, what? It like they made it as if it was like she was learning a technique. Because obviously she's a prodigy. So if it was like, oh, she picked up on techniques easily, that's whatever. Transformations is different, especially for Saiyans. Yeah, that's been my right. That makes sense, right? Kaba was earned, Kale was earned, same, right? Because Kale was basically female Broly, so that already made sense. Because like I remember when they first did the opening for the Tournament Power Arc, when we saw a female Broly, we're like, oh shoot! And then once we saw Kale on screen, we're like, hold up. She got the same type of drip that Z Broly had. We already knew, okay, she's gonna be a problem. The Ribrianne, I'm not gonna lie, I think whenever Ribrianne first showed up, I was like, alright. But I guess I wasn't that like annoyed because I grew up watching Power Rangers, so I was kind of used to that those type of transformations of like Power Ranger, and then they like take a long time changing into their form. You know what I mean? I was already used to that type of thing, so I guess it didn't bother me that much. But she was talking a lot about the love stuff like all the time though. I could see how that got annoying. Cause I'm like, dang, is that all you talking about, bro? They did kind of make it funny though when 17 when he stopped the mid transformation and Topo showed up like, bro, what are you doing, bro? He was talking to Ribrianne and her friends like, look, man, I get it. You got a brand. I'll be repping my brand all day, bro. Justice, you know what I'm saying? up. God. Goku was a prodigy and a genius. It took him years between each Super Saiyan form. Unless they were trying to say Caulifla was more gifted than them, I ain't buying her progression that easy. Yeah, they just it was like they were trying to, I don't even know, because she wasn't really like she wasn't even like a female Goku. She wasn't even like, I guess they were trying to play the female Vegeta type of thing, which I kinda could see that, but not really though. There is a name for different characters, like different female like superhero characters that have like what do they call those characters? And they have the same name for guys. What's the, like they almost went, they nearly went that direction, but I think when Goku went Super Saiyan God and he I think when that happened, we actually finally saw like, okay, they're not gonna have her go straight to Super Saiyan God level strength. Okay, cool. And then it made sense that Kale was the only one that was able to keep up. But even when she was like fighting Goku, she was still struggling, which made sense. Mary's, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, like I was starting to get worried that they were about to go that direction, but they actually like when they had who was the person that animated that episode? You know, Super Saiyan God Goku versus Caulifla in Kale. I think Takahashi. Yeah, you Takahashi. I think Takahashi animated that episode. Man, I'm glad they reestablished the power levels. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, if y'all better have her basically yell her way into Super Saiyan Blue levels, I was about to say, I was about to be like, okay, there's no way. But yeah, nah. I mess with Kale though. Kale's fire. Who gets everything handed easy and they don't struggle to get what they want, they can't do wrong. Oh yeah, that's the definition makes it. Handed easy to them. I guess how she handled the Super Saiyan transformation, it was a bit too easy than what we were used to seeing. So something like that, but they don't struggle to get what they want. They didn't really struggle to get into Super Saiyan 2. It implied that the first time she went Super Saiyan was Super Saiyan 2. Can't do wrong. No. Cal, she did struggle though. She did struggle during like some of the fights and messed up. So I would just say my only thing with that, they almost went there, but like they kind of just toned it down. So I was like, okay, all right. All right. Looks like we need a final line art layer, but then that's it. All right. And make all this look super clean, but not too clean though. A bit of roughness is okay. Minal's gold card holder. Oh yeah. Oh, that's how y'all describe Topo. That's dang. I didn't know people dislike Topo that much. That's funny. That's great. Yo. In 5 minutes. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Okay, I got you. All right, let's check out. Let's check this out real quick. Let's see. The call holder was rebrand. Oh, you meant that for rebrand? Okay. Oh, y'all really did not. Y'all really don't like rebrand. All right, let me find it. All right, I think we have it right over here. Let me bring the volume up a bit more. Here we go. All right, so we have a request from Twilight. Shout out to Twilight in the chat. We have I believe this is a Century edit named Devil in Disguise. Oh, okay. This was made by Monkey Dro. Show support to the official release before you tune into my Joy 4 Yap Street Bars. And also, congratulations for 1,000 subscribers, Monkey Dro. You about to get the ad revenue. Yes, sir. Without further ado, let's get into this video. If you guys have more requests, please put them down in the comment sections down below. Until then, let's get into this video.
She said, "You think the devil has horns? Well, so did I."
Oh, I heard this song before.
His hair is combed and he wears a suit and tie. He's nice,
Oh, that's fire.
he'll catch you by surprise.
Right.
A smile so bright, you
Yeah.
never bat an eye.
His hair is combed with the suit and tie. That's actually fire how that fits for Century. Yo, what? That's actually fire how that matches for Century, man. That's crazy. And also this movie, the only issue I had with this movie was how short this movie was. I low-key wish this movie was longer. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this song I've been hearing a lot. Short.
He's nice, polite, he'll catch you by surprise.
And literally he did in the movie because he was always like calm and like nice. When he was Bob and then when he was Century, he was a menace.
A smile so bright, you never bat an eye.
Yeah, that's fire. Now that's fire. What? Bro. His outburst is only weak. Yeah. Yep, Century is in the MCU. World War Hulk. Ooh, okay. I see what you're trying to put down. World War Hulk versus Century. It's crazy how like they easily could have done World War Hulk during Thor Ragnarok. Or am I tripping? Because he went into space. They could have had. Oh, dude, yeah, that would have been I'm not gonna lie, I wish he'd done it that way instead of in Shield. Because in Shield, it was like, oh, we just have him. We have Scar here. Yay! They literally could have done because Thor met Hulk in Ragnarok, and Hulk. He's been Hulk for like a few years. It would have made sense for him to have had a kid by then. You know what I mean? So Thor could have fought instead of Hulk. He could have fought Scar, and then let's say he beats Scar, and then Hulk would show up like, oh, and then he could have done that. Yes, he's a friend from work. Oh my gosh, that would have been perfect. Sindri's the major player of World War Hulk. It wouldn't have worked. Ragnarok was playing Hulk. Planet Breaker Hulk. Okay. Yeah, because this where there was a story where the Illuminati, they banished Hulk. Same way how he kind of just left. from Age of Ultron to Ragnarok. So I'm confused now with a different storyline then. Okay. So Sentry is vital. But hey, man. We really make that happen. We really can. We really can. No, Planet Hulk, the event. Royal Hulk is the event after. Got you. Gotta go catch you with. Oh, sure. Thank you for stopping by, Twilight. Thanks so much for stopping by. We are down to our last hour. That is great. Okay, we gotta finish the line art in color. That's how we're gonna finish this off. I think I'll do one more stream with drawing this with Yuta if I'm not done. But in that stream, y'all will basically see like the entire drawing day and you're done. I'm just finishing the coloring part. But if we're done with the drawing, like, because I want to put some more time into it, like off stream, because I know we have more requests for other characters. And then don't worry though, because I'm actually gonna start releasing the time lapses for the other characters too. I can't wait to drop the time lapse drawing for Goku. Oh, and also to post that on TikTok. Well, not TikTok, but Instagram. I don't know. It's like, I know if I really wanted to, I think we can get engagement up by like a whole lot more if we're to upload on TikTok. I just don't care for TikTok for some reason. I don't know. I remember I always used to try to. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. But Instagram though. I care for Instagram. I'd upload more on there. And I'll do the same for TikTok, but I'm just not in a hurry. I'm definitely not in a hurry for TikTok. Oh yeah, I need to check which show won the poll. Well, one for one for second place of the poll. We already know who the show that usually wins. Shout out to the EZY family, man. Y'all always be showing out. don't need to show the eyelash there. Because I look, want to watch some Donadon tonight, so hopefully Donadon won. So I think within the recent poll I did for what are we gonna watch first on like Twitch, I think I have Donadon, and then Devil May Cry 5, and then Record Ragnarok within that same poll for it, as like within the same poll option. So I don't mind doing all that along with it, because I've been meaning to get back into Devil May Cry and then the Record Ragnarok manga. But yeah, a new anime. Is it shonen or like a slice of life? Anime, shaman. Oh, okay. Is there any action in it, or is it one of those like? It's like really well written. Well, water mage. Okay. Interesting, yeah. To look more into some of the new animes. I've been thinking about getting back into ReZero. I think the last time I watched ReZero was back in 2022. I think I got to like episode 6, or it was either from 6 or 8. I stopped there because I got the whole thing where it's like, okay, you're in this loop, but like they kind of did like a wash, rinse, repeat after a while. I'm like, okay, are we gonna move past this, or are we gonna make, or if not move past it, are we gonna like make more progress to figure out what this ability is? I think after a while I just started to like watch it less and less. No, you can't watch that way, people. Trust me on that. Gotcha. Anime I'll recommend a certain magical index as around 3 seasons and other stories. Safely. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see here. Okay. Cool, yeah. Sounds interesting. I'll give it a watch. Hello, man. What's good? What's up? Go to sleep? And you have a good night. Oh, you finished one? What show was it? I'm gonna have it the other way. Let's see. Asame Kunriga. Saw it? Okay. In second season, maybe angry. Oh man, it's always the second season of animes that they decide to do like a huge like plot point shift that just makes you like, yo, what? Why? JJK, Attack on Titan, kinda, depending on how you view it. Oh yeah, actually yeah, not for its ending, but in the middle of season 2, yes. It's a romance anime in season 2. Oh, got you. Okay. I'll never rewatch it like I could rewatch SAO or High School DX. I never watched High School DxD. SAO though, I've rewatched SAO so many times. It's so crazy. Like SAO, it gets a lot of special treatment from like the studios, but it's like such an underrated anime. A lot of people don't really talk about it anymore. It's a shame. SAO, it really used to like SAO really paved the way for the isekai genre, but it doesn't really it's not really received its flowers. It's a shame. I like what they're doing with the movies right now of the, what do they call it? The progressive movies. I'm enjoying it. Number one anime of all time. Let's go. The progressive series, yes. I hope they continue it, because I actually like to. I feel like they only have to do it for the Aincrad arc. Like if they just keep going all the way towards the end of the Aincrad arc, I'm completely fine with it. Everything after is fever dream to me. Fair. Alicization is I really like the continuation with Alicization. The only thing though I would say is just I'm not the biggest fan of basically they kind of the pacing was starting to get a little too fast during the second half of Alicization for the season 2, and they kind of glossed over a lot of things about Kirito, about like a lot of the mental stuff he was going through. They gave us a little flashback monologue scene about it, but they were starting to get back into the old problem that this series had with rushing through a lot of stuff. That's like a pretty big deal. Maybe season 5, which will not be soon since the light novel is still ongoing. Oh, so that's how it works. It has to finish for it to continue. Well, hey, I don't mind them continuing with the movies though. I just watched the second movie recently because they finally put it on Crunchyroll. Yeah, it's it makes me think about how wild it is that they really, like, they skipped over a lot of stuff in season 1. In season 1, arguably for a lot of people, is still like the best season. Man. What I saw is that the next movie will be plotting inside 200 years. Asuna and Kirito spend in the underworld. Yeah, okay, cool. And that's crazy, because in Alicization, when they stayed in the underworld for a while, they kind of just like, it felt like they didn't really talk. Well, then I have to rewatch how that went down to kind of remember it like perfectly, but it was like after the fact they were just like going on about their day. Like, even when they went into the whole thing about them going to the underworld, they basically stayed because what they were saying was that, man, like, we've been going back and forth with, like, we went through the Death Gun arc, we had to deal with Laughing Coffin, we had to deal with this whole recent thing of Kirito being trapped for a while and she couldn't get to him for a while. So yeah. It really was like, yeah. But I guess my only gripe with Alicization, I wish they kind of tackled more into some of the scenes where Kirito was actually talking about, like, man, I was going through a lot through this arc, because they kind of glossed over a lot of, like, the mental health issues he was going through. But honestly, that wasn't even Alicization's fault. That was kind of the other season's fault, because they kind of just, like, glossed over a lot of that stuff. Like, the only time we saw Kirito really like went through the whole mental issues was back in the Nightcrawler arc, when that trap dungeon happened with Sachi and some of the other characters. That was like the last time they really went over something that Kirito was like super traumatic about. How does this game affect the real world? You know, I really loved the first season of Alicization. Yu-Gi-Oh was like low-key my favorite character. Maybe I can move the notes a bit. Oh yeah, that's fire. Alright. I like how I did that. They skipped the complete arc. Wait, really? Wait, when they trained? I guess they did do a bit of a time skip thing when they his character, when he joined the underworld, it was as if he was like a little kid and then he grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, they kinda did. When Yu-Gi-Oh was training when Kirito was training Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, but even with that aside, but I guess if I read the novel as far as to how that whole thing went, I probably would definitely lean more on like, dang, they really should have done that. But even with that aside, season 1 went really well in Alicization. Like, everything was fleshed out really well. But I think but even with me saying that, that's from the perspective of someone that never read the novels. So I feel like if I did, I would definitely be a bit more critical. The SAO game was only first half of season 1, but I think I will rewatch SAO soon. Next week I'm watching Star Wars Bad Batch Plus. Ooh man, see that's the thing I need to like finish with Star Wars. The Bad Batch, Andor, Ahsoka, Rebels. Is there another show I haven't watched yet? I never watched Boba Fett back. I don't know why. I have this feeling that I'm not missing anything with that show. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing the show dirty, but it feels like I'm not gonna miss anything important. But yeah, definitely Bad Batch. I gotta check that out. All right. Let me get the hands together. That's the big thing. I'm like, yo.
Hey, you know what? Let me hit that.
Really?
I can handle it.
I am certain that you cannot.
Oh, come on. I smoked a ton of weed in the 90s.
Right, the 90s.
This anime ones. Fair. Honestly, you can't go wrong with just the anime stuff. Because, like, Star Wars, that's the only franchise I know where they really make the animated stuff the most essential thing to watch while you're watching the live action, or even before the live action. Like, I remember I used to watch the prequels, and when you saw Anakin's turn into the dark side, it felt very like abrupt, like that was easy, that's all it took. But if you watch Clone Wars, you saw a lot of times how many times he was groomed by Palpatine and how many times like his anger started to fester a lot. So when that breaking point happened, it actually made sense. Yeah, let me just get how I had it before. There we go. Warning you, Wednesday you're gonna have two bangers, one from Fable, another one from Rustage. What? No, you're lying. You're actually lying to me. There's no way you're saying this. McGuire? After 99 missed calls, finally got it. There's no way. There's no shot. There's absolute. Oh my gosh. Why? McGuire. He's been taking all of those Sam Sky features personally. He's actually getting his. This is the McGuire get back arc. We're in the McGuire get back arc. He's really about to go crazy. Oh. Pops. Yeah. Sam to go put him in Darth Vader suit to be painful experience after. Yeah. McGuire and Rusty with Fable. Yo. Have we ever seen them do a song together before? What song? I know with Rusty just ciphers, but like just as a regular song. Oh my gosh, there's no way I just tuned out the Swords and Sorcery album. Like it was, that's crazy. That was literally the whole album together. I'm tripping. Ain't no way. But yeah, dude, that's wild. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. And Discord want to join you? Oh, what's gonna be easy? Sure thing. Let me get the audio together real quick. Okay, hold on. The Russell drop. That's crazy. And let me turn on this background music real quick. So it's not as Alright, there we go. Alright, so in the server we have let's see. I joined the general voice call on the Discord server. Let me see. Okay, little man. You have a good night. Yo, what? All right, bet. Let me get my audio together. Discord. There it is.
Yo,
Bees, what's good, man?
let's go. What's up, bro?
Not much, man. How's your day, man?
How we chilling? Well, right now it's like 12 p.m. It's
12
like the afternoon, you know?
Right. Man, time zones. I gotta keep remembering, like, it's about to be 8 p.m. for me.
Oh, jeez. Wow, you go stream you stream for like 4 hours, right?
Yeah. For drawing streams, I usually do at least like I start from like 5:30 to 8:30, so like that's like 3 hours. But usually it's like 4 to 5 for YouTube.
Man. I can't keep my stream up for like 2 hours, bro. I'm so tired after it.
Man.
Now, how are we doing? I see you, reacting to everyone in Nerdcore. I really appreciate it. It's like it's just really cool to see like a lot of people just getting into it now. So
Yeah, and I'm so glad that different artists like you, Dripstick, a lot of y'all have y'all don't mind me reacting to the music. Like I've been sleeping on Nerdcore for a minute because I haven't listened to a lot of it in this year. I've listened to a lot of the music. I'm like, yo, that'd be crazy if one day, like, there's every time y'all end up like pulling up on the chat and y'all have recently, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, it's been so surreal, bro. And you've been going crazy with your songs.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I really like seeing everyone's reactions. You know, you, in my opinion, you're probably up there with like, you know, are probably one of my favorite reactors on.
Yo, really?
Yeah, and like you're just like even though like you're new, you're just like really tapped in as well. And, you don't forget anyone. You're just in there, and you go on for like 5 hours, and then after that, go to like a Twitch stream and do reaction videos. Like what?
Yeah. See, I remember like a lot of times when I first started, there were like I think with HBK or Kurokawa, those were some of like my OG viewers. Like same thing with Silver in the chat. Shout out to Silver. They were like, bro, how you're streaming for this now? Like what are you doing? I remember last year drawing streams, that used to be like my main thing, and yeah, I just kept it going. And I kind of think back last year, I'm like, even now I'm like, how do I? It's like clockwork now for me. It's like, you know, it's like, you know.
Yeah, nah, I feel it. So, nah, you've been going crazy, bro. You've been going crazy.
Yeah. That's
and you know, there's a lot of people who've been coming into your streams, like, you know, Dripstick. Is anyone else coming to your streams, like, you know, any of the other artists?
Ozzy's joined some of my streams before. Oh, Ben Schuller a few times.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah. Ham, he didn't join the stream, but he commented in one of my streams like when it was like done. And when I saw Ham sandwiches comment, I think I was like out somewhere with like my friends. I saw the message on my YouTube, like on my phone. I was like, what? Ham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think everyone in Nerdcore is just like really in tune with like reactions, their fan base as well. So like, you know, just seeing them come into like other streams and like kind of having them appreciate you reacting to them is like, it makes like their day like a lot better, and then it drives them to like make the best music that they can. Like especially like someone like DPS, like you see him like yeah, he hasn't missed a single bit. Even if you go back to like his old songs, like even though you can kind of tell that they kind of dated, he's always putting in like that work, and you can just see it through like his recent ones. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
I think you like reactions like you, some of the other people like Dean, FaZe, is it correct? Like, there's a lot of other reactors out there that like are just so in tune with like nerdcore as well. Like it's crazy, and like that drives like people like me, like the little artists, you know, even the big ones as well, just to just keep going and, you know, kind of pursue this to like the bit like their fullest potential. Like we really appreciate you.
Yeah, I love to hear it, man. That makes me like when I'm doing the videos, because sometimes when I do the reactions, or not even just when I do the reactions, is like when I edit it as a video. There's times where I'm thinking like, are they okay with me like releasing some of these? Like,
No, don't worry,
but
they love, bro. They love seeing stuff like this. I tell you right now, there's no copyright strike or anything. There's nothing like that. There's none of that sort. Like they love seeing the reaction. That's what they're made for, and they love seeing the interaction with you know, their fans and, you know, the artists as well. They love seeing all of that, and that brings them that kind of brings like all the artists together and just be like, oh my gosh, we're really doing this. Like who knew that nerdcore music would like have this kind of impact on someone. Like it's been crazy for like the past few years, because we've been through a lot of ups and downs throughout our years, you know, not just like from a lot of people's perception of nerdcore, like, oh, it's just corny like parody music about whatever, you know, it was nerdy. Like, you know, there's just a lot of stuff that's been happening just in our circle as well. So like just seeing reactions and like people loving the music in any way, sort of form, like that brings us to like, you know, the like to give 100% of like what we want to do. So we really
Yeah.
appreciate everything that you guys do.
I thank you so much, man. And with nerdcore, I don't understand the criticisms, man. Like cause I stream a lot, I watch a lot of different music, and I've seen so many different genres. Like from you put me onto Afrobeat one time. Afrobeat with nerdcore is really good. There's dubstep, there's a bit of hip hop, there's a bit of boom bap, there's a bit of R&B. Like it's more to nerdcore than just you hear someone rap about the character and they do like punchlines about referencing a move. Like it's really like music where there's times like okay, there's certain songs where it's like it may be heavily based off the character. Sure, there's some songs like that, but there's songs where I literally put that on the playlist when I'm like working out. Like
Hmm.
it, like it's music that when they go into like Dizzy A for example, he goes a lot into about like himself, and then certain characters so happen to relate to his character growth as just a regular human being. I'm sitting there, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, man, I can mess with the message, and
yeah.
man, that's what's up.
There's
And
there's a lot of artists in like nerdcore that like really loves to put themselves in other character shoes. Like that's like kind of like me. That's kind of how I usually do my music sometimes. But
mhm,
then you have like someone like Rusted who's just basically is just what is the themes of this character and how can I translate it into music?
right,
And that's kind of the formula that a lot of people do, like Schwabity and maybe
hmm,
Connor. It
yeah,
does numbers for them. It does a lot, and they're good at rapping. So
hmm,
it speaks to like some of the audience as well, even though it's not like personally connected to the artist. Like it's still gonna help
right,
someone, even though it's not like relative to their life. As long as it's
right,
reaching out to someone and they're enjoying it, that's like
hmm,
literally all that matters.
right.
They're making getting all the praise for it, so it's good.
Yeah, and literally with even if it's basically like on the character, a lot of these characters from shows they represent different like themes that they in the show where they're trying to teach you things like Goku for example, pushing your limits, no matter what, or
Mhm.
Asa not giving up no matter the situation, even though all the odds are stacked against you. Like even when it's songs where the artist is only talking about the character is also representing different themes in general already. So it's like the best of both worlds, and that's how I view it, and that's why I really love nerdcore, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is I think the thing about nerdcore, I think people have like a different view on nerdcore is because how it's probably marketed. I
Mm,
believe that's like my belief. I don't know how it actually is because there's like people like DPS who've gone into studios like with a lot of the best mastering engineers and all of
mm,
this, and he walks into
mm,
there, gives them a listen of his music, and they're like, oh, this is dope, and so they're like, we like, and then he goes to like people of like Riot Games, like the people who made Arcane, and they're like, yeah, this is hard. Like, we would definitely like try to do like put you in like a soundtrack for it. It's like crazy, like how much like art and nerdcore has like reached out to these big artists. Like,
right.
I didn't even know this, but like Cam Steady apparently had a studio
Pokemon
session with T Pain or
T-Pain.
like,
Ooh,
yeah. I had no idea. He like dropped that little bit of lore on Twitter like yesterday. I was like, what? That's
that's
crazy.
crazy. That's to show
Yeah.
you like regardless of like the criticism, it's the results. That's what matters the most.
Yeah.
When you see different companies acknowledging your work, that's when you know what you're doing, and like you're in the right
Yeah. Yeah.
direction. So that's why I always say like I know different people have different views on their core. For me, it's like when you're able to go into these different spaces and make music, like for everyone. I think Shadow. He when I first listened to Nerdcore, I think it was Rusted, Shadow, Connor, Schwab. It's funny whenever I react to a Rusted song with Connor and Schwabity, I always call them my OG big three because those were like Those are like my main like few people that I used to listen to. But I think Shadow, he did a song with Tech 9, if I'm if my memory serves me correct.
Yes, he did. I believe
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
So that's to show you like this is a legit space, and for some people, it'll give them some. It'll take time. I think. I think it'll take some time for more people to understand that. But yeah.
Yeah, I like it's all just time, you know, kind of them just kind of actually seeing for like our music as just normal music rather than just like oh these nerdy little guys just make parody music or whatever because that's
Mm,
the how was it that's how it's like usually marketed for like throughout the years and I think
mm,
if I was to pinpoint where it actually started to change was 2021, I believe.
mm,
That's where I got into the scene like a little bit, and I saw Rustage popping off. That was like my breakthrough, and yeah, there was a lot of people that were listening to like Rustage songs back in like 2021, and you know he was releasing weekly as well, and at a top quality,
yeah,
top quality as well, and it
man,
was crazy.
he was like the work ethic that Rustage had. I feel like there's not a lot of people like there's people that's really good work ethic, but the Rustage, like I don't think it matters how many streams I would do. There's no way I could catch up with the amount of songs. There's no way.
Right, no, like, it's a lot of people that do songs weekly, but like those are more like the little artists, like the upcoming ones, like someone like me. But like you know, I usually
Mhm.
take my time with like all of my music now, and I'm just so busy now, so I don't really release much. So it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's such a struggle, you know.
But hey,
But yeah, no, it's really
look,
appreciate you guys. We really appreciate
right.
reactions.
Thank you for like kind of like what's the word like give me like the badge of honor like you know what man I appreciate that and if you have any mhm.
I'm not one big, bro. I'm not one big. I shouldn't be giving out like honors awards or anything, but I'm just speaking of my experience.
Right. But I
But
mean,
yeah, we appreciate
you're
you.
up there though. Like in my eyes, I really think you're like, as far as like your skill, like the numbers on this, that's gonna catch up with you. That will catch up with you. I'll tell you that right now. But like when it comes to the skill, your flow, like you've been holding your own. Like I remember when you were the first verse for the Don to Don cipher. I was like, yo, who you do? Like you were rapping. You set the mood. You set the stage of like the entire energy, and you're on a DPS cipher. Like that's huge. You know.
No, you don't make me blush, bro. Stop.
Hey, man.
Stop.
But look, I said the same thing with even with Dripstick. Like when he did his song with DPS, that's actually one of the songs I listen to a lot. Transfiguration. Yo,
Mm.
he went crazy. I'm like look, we like I already know whenever there's a cipher opportunity. I said when Russell did the recent cipher with Dripstick, and RVT, Hollow CG, a lot of different artists. I was like, yo, in my commentary, I was like, you better be easy on this because I know you would snap on there. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Uh, yeah, man, I appreciate it. You know, while we're here, I can like give you like some backstory on like some stuff. Like I can give you some backstory
Mhm.
on the DPS and Dripstick song. So
Okay, okay.
I think we can. Um, that whole song, how that came around was I don't know if you saw like the little intro of it, but there was an open verse contest. This was the first
Yeah.
time that like DPS done this, I believe. That was the
Mhm.
first time that he ever did this. A lot of people entered. A lot of people. It was like a whole TikTok, Insta, and it wasn't gonna be Twitter, but everyone just posted their stuff to Twitter. So he was just like, all right, everything on
Mhm.
Twitter. So there were a lot of artists over there, and the top three that he was trying to pick from, it was him, and Game Boy Jones. They were were kind of like moderating the whole thing. They were like judging the whole contest.
Right.
The top three were Dripstick, Omega Red, which is one of my friends, and me.
Okay. Oh
Um,
shoot.
and originally, like the people that they were looking at for like who's gonna be on the song was me and my friend Omega Red. They were like, oh, I was it's out of these two, but then what is it? Game Boy Jones threw a spanner in the works. He's like, but like I was thinking Dripstick, right? And they're like, what? And then they just keep going back and forth. They were like arguing for like 5 minutes. And then they went back to listen to him. He's like, yeah, okay, I think it was Dripstick. I was like, oh, shucks, bro. Far out. Hey, and then after that, Dripstick won that. He did the song. And this part I haven't really told anyone about it, but DPS messaged me the next day saying, oh, do you wanna write the hook and perform it for the song? I was like, what? And I did that in 6 hours. I sent it to him. He messed with it, but he was like, I think I kind of like the version that he made better. So he was like, look, I like what you did, but I'm ultimately gonna go with my own. I was like, that's cool. That's cool. And he was like, but I was talking to Fable, and like, you know, we really think that you're talented, and we definitely want to get you on something like soon. And I was like, oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And so that's the backstory on the Dripstick and DPS song, which is going to lead into the Down the Dawn cipher, because this is like because this was like crazy. Even from January, because that's when the song was made. From January to November, I got no messages from like DPS or Fable or anything. I was like, oh damn it, they forgot about me, my bad. But then like, you know, I was like posting like a lot of my songs, like promo stuff, and then like here and there I would see like DPS be like, this boy tough. I was like, what? What? You just didn't hear me like a few months ago. So I was like, oh, I'm getting like mixed signals. I was like, hey, no, it's alright, it's fine. And then he went on Twitter and he was like, hey, I made this beat, but what do you think it would be good for? And everyone was like, Down the Dawn song, or like, yeah. And there he's like, yeah, maybe a Down the Dawn song. And then, come on, I don't know who the guy was. I want to try find him because I do want to shout him out. But some guy on Twitter messaged under his post. It was like, oh, PC would kind of snap on this. And I sat there. I was like, oh, that's cute, but you know, it's all good. And then, like a few days before that, I posted like, oh yeah, I've seen Dawn the Dawn. It was a cool show, a cool little show. A bit freaky, but yeah. And then DPS was like, yeah, me and Peasy would go a bit hard on this beat, right? I was like, what? Whatever. And then he was like saying like, oh yes, this is gonna be a Dawn the Dawn song. And then Game Boy was in DPS's ear, and he was like, oh, how about we make this a cipher? Like,
Yeah.
so, yeah,
like Palpatine, like, do it.
Yeah, he's like, but yeah, he was like, and then he like called me like around December. He was like, oh, making a Dawn the Dawn cipher. So he was like, do you want to be on it? I was like, oh yes, please, thank you. But then like I was going through a predicament. There was like my microphone wasn't in my house. I didn't have a microphone, so I had to go buy one. And like it was like some money that like I saved up for something. I was like, no, I gotta be on this. So I had a whole day to just go to the city and buy my microphone, and then I bought like some Christmas presents for like my family and blah blah blah.
Aww.
And then I recorded that whole verse in like 2 hours.
Man.
And then I sent it to him, and he was like, oh yeah, this is hard. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just re-record some stuff, and then I'll send the final. And then yeah, that was done. We got on a call for like half an hour, And this surprised me, like this like dumbfounded me. We were sitting there talking like normally talking,
Mhm.
and like while we were talking, he was like, "Oh yeah, I finished your verse." I was like, "What? When did you verse?" He's like, "Yeah, well, we were talking. I was just working on your verse." He mixed my verse in 15 minutes, and it sounded the best that I've ever sounded in my life.
What?
And that like humbled me so much. I was like, "What the frick, bro?"
That is
That
great.
humbled me so much. Oh my gosh, bro.
That's why he's the GOAT.
And
That's
then
why he's the GOAT.
oh,
Wow.
he's the guy. And then what is it? Yeah, all that happened. We were just talking about like the state of nerdcore and everything, and just like yeah, just how everyone's been doing so far. And there's just a lot of people that have been like going crazy. So we're having a little talk about that, and then he put me in a little server with all the people that were on the cipher, and I joined that thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna have like people like Game Boy Jones and like your Mix Williams, because they've been on DPS songs for like the past year. So I was like, okay, I want to be on a cipher with them. I was like, okay, cool. I entered the server. I saw Shofu in 6 seconds. I was like, wait,
Hold on.
this hasn't been announced yet. Why are they here? Why are they in the server? And I kind of froze a bit because I didn't want to message in the chat, because I was like, these are the same people that were like, oh, your Pokemon Cypher verse wasn't that good. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get flamed.
You think they brought
But
you
no,
in?
no,
They were roasting you?
Yeah, because like 2023 they did like this like Shizzy is 6 seconds. 6 seconds and Shofu was like a Pokemon cipher like every like few years. It's like been the thing for like the longest. And they were judging the cipher like competition, like open verse. And granted, I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I was just rapping. I was just like, yeah, you're rapping good, but like it's not Pokemon. That shit was mid. I was like, trash, real trash. So when I got into the server, I was like, oh, they're gonna flame me. I can tell.
Right.
They're gonna flame me. No, they weren't active in it like most of the time. They just directly messaged like DPS most of the time. I was like, okay, I'm safe. I'm safe from the flames. Oh, dude. But yeah, that whole thing happened, and then just out of nowhere, a DPS was like, oh yeah, I'm doing another open verse contest. Like whoever wins gets to be on the Dandadan cipher. And Drip was like one of the first ones to enter the verses.
Wow.
And yeah, like he pretty much like set like the stage for everyone, and it was really close. Like the people, like the voting was really close. I believe the last two were Dripstick and JHB Boss. Those were the two that yeah, those are the two that we had to pick from. And he was like, he messaged in the server, was like, out of these two, who do you think had the best verse? I think Mari said Drip. Am said Drip as well. Me and Mix said JHB. And it was pretty much like a toss up there, like because not everyone was messaging in the server. So he just decided on stream like who the winner was, and he chose Dripstick, and everything else happened. The Don cipher came out. Me and Drip were messaging each other at the time. We were like, oh my gosh, yes, this happened. This is good. This is gonna be good for our channels. And it was pretty good for our channels. There were a lot of people that came to our channels from the cipher, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you were on that cipher! Like this is you were going so hard." I was like, thank you, all that." And yeah, everything was just flowing there, and yeah, that's pretty much like the storyline of like how me and Drip were able to like do a song with DPS, and it was crazy. It was a lot. It was a long ride, but we got there in the end.
Yes, man. That's wild, man. Like
It's like
this to hear the and thanks so much for the backstory. Like man, because hearing how like you had to find the microphone, like man, I gotta figure out where's the store, you know what I mean, to record. Like the hearing the behind the scenes and seeing how it all happened and DPS while he was on the call with you finished the whole thing. Like, yo, that's
yeah, it was. It was a long process. It was a really long process because like throughout that year, I was so busy with like uni stuff and like I barely had time to upload music. Like the second half of the year, I started posting music more and doing features, and I guess that's kind of what like got me in the eyes of like some other people because I was featuring on some other songs and I was doing some like really good stuff on their songs and people were enjoying it. So I guess people caught wind of it and they were like, oh yeah, no, he's kind of hard, and it just somehow reached DPS, and we got here in the end. It was really long. I didn't even know that this was gonna happen. I was just like okay, I need to get money. I'm poor right now. Please, someone commission me to do verses, please. I'm doing $20, please. Gee, please.
I don't know you're that I show speaking he's like I need this please.
I need it.
But not
But
like
yeah,
you held your own
super
on the cipher though. Like the first verse, you went crazy. You set the stage, and Drip did his thing. That's when I first heard of you and Drip. That was the cipher.
I think the same like time that like you watched the DPS like the Dandadan cipher. I think that was the same time that like I like found you, like that you were like reacting to it because I was just going through everyone reacting to like the Dandadan cipher. There were a lot of people saying like, oh, yeah. And then there was like you like reacting to like nerdcore. I was like, oh, this guy just found nerdcore. I was like, okay, cool. Let me see what you're reacting to. I think you were like when I entered the stream, you were reacting to well, it wasn't the Dandadan cipher because I came a little bit after. It was I forgot what it was. I think it was a Rustage song, I believe, maybe. And then what is it? I was telling you about like Drip and everyone, and then when you were reacting to Drip came in. So like yeah, it was a really good day. When I found that out, I was like, wow, this guy just found nerdcore. This is cool. And then yeah, everything just happened.
Yeah, the rest is it's crazy because like the moment when you were talking DPS, like oh my gosh, DPS, like literally when I was reacting to everything, and I think that was before I even got to 1,000 subscribers. So I in my mind I was like, there's absolutely no way artists would really tune into these. Literally during the stream when I saw you drifting, I was like, yo, I just listened to y'all spit like some crazy bar, like, huh? It's crazy how things happen, like
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it was crazy. It was a really good day that day, and I was really happy.
thank you so much for stopping. But I mean, not only that, join the server. I was like, yo, hold on, like,
Yeah.
that's fire. There are. Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't really like interact with a lot of people. Like I'm in a lot of servers with like some artists, but like I'm really like kind of held back with like talking to people because I feel like I say too much. I feel like I talk too much, and some people get like annoyed at me. But like I saw like reactors like reacting to like people, and I like talking to them because I like getting the insight of like what they actually think of like the music on like the community in general, and just like how they think of just nerdcore, and they kind of like give us the insight that we really need to like keep this genre like or subgenre going, and like how to like improve in like the future. And I really like talking about that to like everyone who loves that kind of stuff. So I
Yeah,
think talking to you and like the other reactors like really help us grow more. So we really appreciate you.
no problem. And look, if you ever like end up nerding out talk, that's completely fine. The people love that
Mm.
stuff, like hearing what inspired
Mhm.
you to come up with this lyric or that lyric, or even if you're talking about shows or anything of that nature, because you and many other artists, y'all have fans that love to figure out like what were you thinking in that moment, like. And
Mhm.
trust me, you're completely fine. You're never yapping. Literally, my nickname aside from Unk, I can't believe one of my viewers. Shout out to Drip, shout out to Drip Goku, man. But aside from being called Unk, I'm also called Mike 24 Yap Street. So you're
Yeah, oh,
fine,
geez.
man. Yeah.
Hey, no, it's all good, bro. But yeah, we
Hmm.
really appreciate you and like not just you, but every reactor that
Yeah.
actually listens to our music and gives like their feedback. We really love like seeing all that stuff.
Oh, so you just so we're my chat. You probably said
Oh,
I'm,
geez,
I'm, I'm yeah, yeah. Yeah, but that's what I do. But thank you so much for stopping by, man. I think we're gonna. Oh wow, it's already 8:24. Well, for me at least. So we're gonna head over to
Yeah,
Twitch in a few more minutes. But thank you so much for stopping by, giving your insight on um, just like reactors and like nerdcore and even the backstory about how some of the songs came out to be, how you met DPS.
mm,
That's wild.
yeah. Yeah, no, definitely, bro. I feel like maybe we should like whenever you do another nerdcore reaction, I'll probably just pop in and like we should react together.
Yo, that I'm open. I'm open to it. I'm open to it.
Yeah, man. I think
Yeah,
that would be pretty cool. Um I think both getting like insight from like both the normal casual listener, like a reactor, and then someone from like as someone who does music and has like the technical parts down. I feel like both of those insights would be really good.
yeah, for sure. Of course, yeah, that'd be fire. Like if there's a song that's coming up that's like, yo, that definitely has to be a door reaction. I'll keep my ears and eyes open, and we'll figure out from there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, boy. Before we go, give me how long you been reacting to nerdcore now? Like almost like
Man,
half a year.
half a little bit over now. I think I started
Yeah.
like the last week of last year into now.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, since you're kind of seated in the nerdcore like whole community now for like 7 months now. Uh, give me your top five right now.
My top five. All right. Okay. This has been a very tough battle because earlier in my top five, you, Drip, or Arcadia Janald have been in my top five. McGuire's been in my top five before, but recently, I gotta let you know. All right, without any bias, this is my top five. I'll do it in the
Yeah.
in the bottom. Number five, I have to give this to Divine Music. He, he's
Okay.
he's a pro, man. The,
Yeah.
you see my
The
reaction
divide.
most likely with just how,
Divide is really good.
of course, one of the grandfathers of this game, Rustage.
Uh huh.
Gotta
Okay.
give Rustage. Now, here is my top three.
Hmm.
I gotta give it to at the third spot, Dizzy 8. Dizzy 8.
Oh. Okay. All right. Does he?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I see
That
it.
one kid spit, yo. And these top two, these next two picks may be
I feel like
very
I know your top
obvious.
two, but I'm not.
Number two, Fable.
Yeah.
That like
I definitely.
that man. his lungs have lungs. His lungs need a life insurance policy. Like, oh my gosh. Like, but of course, the number one, and we consider the number one as like the almost as like the antagonist of nerdcore. He's like the grandfather of nerdcore, but he's like within the antagonist. Gotta give it to Die Fast Snaps, man.
I definitely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in like the Twitter space and like in nerdcore or just like nerdcore in general that consider him as like top 3, top 1. Like we definitely I can definitely see
But yeah. But hey, Peasy, here's the thing though. My top 5 and top 10, it's always subject to change. Anyone that's putting in any new music, just like within boxing or WWE, they're always fighting for that championship spot. Sam Sky, he's an artist I've listened to for a little while. I talked about Fable before, but Sam Sky, McGuire, those two are like my favorite singers right now. They're monsters. They're I don't know how they do it. Like, I feel like they'd be burning down the equipment when they would be recording in the studio. How much they be singing. I'm like, oh my gosh, ain't no way. But Kevin Bennett, he's been going crazy. You've been going crazy. Drip has been on a generational run right now, in my opinion.
He released an album like a few weeks ago, a month ago.
Oh yeah, I think I saw something about that on his Instagram. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, he released it with 2 of my other friends. His name is Code Blue and then Where's Blix. It's like a collaborative like album where one of them is the producer and then like there's 2 of them that are like rapping and singing whatever. Yeah, no, it's a really like chill like album like for like the summer vibe and everything. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Oh, bad. Oh, ain't we in the summer? Perfect time to check it out. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm looking through. Yeah, I reckon I can probably give you my top 5. Like,
Oh
so far
yeah.
right now. Yeah, no particular order because I haven't ordered them. I haven't thought about that process yet. DPS definitely one of them. Probably one of my favorite artists, like not just in nerdcore in general, like probably just like nowadays that I listen to a lot is Kaze. Kaze makes like a lot of music that like I would listen to. It's a lot. It feels like throwback music, like 2010s, and I really love that kind of music.
Yes.
And
I get
yeah,
it.
and he's like his vocal range is like is crazy. I really like how he uses vocals, the tone of it as well. He's definitely up there. Another one would probably go Peso. Peso is crazy.
Oh,
like his-
that's
I like
yeah. He's a sleeper. Oh man.
I love his energy. Before would probably be number 4 be jeez. Okay, actually I haven't thought this one out. I'm tripping. I haven't thought this one out, but my bad. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Rustage. I believe Rustage. I used to like listen to him a lot in like 2021, 2022. I don't listen to him as much now, but I do really like the stuff that he's been doing. And he's a great rapper. He's really technical with it. Has a lot of depth to him. I really like.
Right.
In my opinion, I think his sound can get a bit repetitive, but I do appreciate a lot of the stuff that he does because he changes genres. I just think I think sometimes in the way that he raps is a bit like stagnant and like a bit similar to like all of his other stuff, but nonetheless, I think he's really good. I think he's really good at what he does, and he does everything himself. Like, come on,
Yeah.
you can't, yeah, like, you can't down him for that.
Yeah.
And number 5,
Mm.
yeah, probably Fable. Probably Fable.
People- Yeah.
Probably Fable. Probably Fable. I don't wanna go for like everyone does, like everyone usually says, but like you can't down them. They're really good at what they do. They're really
Really
good at what they
good.
do. It's like I gotta do Fable. He's really good.
It just
And
feels weird
I'll
to
probably,
not have Fable in your top five. You know, it's like he's
yeah.
like when you're talking about like your top five starting team, if Fable's right there, you don't pick him, you're trying to throw away the game, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah. They.
Um I think I think someone that you should look out for is definitely Kaze this year. He's been doing a lot of stuff. Kaze, he's been doing a lot. What else?
Mhm.
Drip is always doing something, so
Oh
you
yeah.
definitely look out for him.
Oh for sure.
He released like 2 albums this year, and I was like, what are you doing? Why have you released 2 albums this year? This is crazy. You don't even want to get started on Peso. He released like 4. He
Oh
released
my!
like 4.
I listened to an album from him, and I didn't realize it was a deluxe album that basically had 2 albums within the same album. I
Yeah.
was like, we've been here for 2 hours and we're only halfway through. Oh
Yeah,
my
so
gosh.
he released another one this year. It was called Deathmatch 4. Deathmatch 4, Deathmatch 3. I believe, I don't know which one it was. He released that. He
Mm.
released the deluxe album.
Oh
And
yeah.
then he did a collab album with Lime King and Black Link, which is like 2 of his bros from the Pokemon cipher.
Okay.
That
Okay.
show. And then he released another one with Jamal Rose.
Jamar. Yeah, Jamar. He is. I've been listening to the Double XL Freshman Ciphers lately. Absolute cinema. The second and fourth one, hands down my favorite. I was out there out of
Mhm.
my seat. They had me doing somersaults in the air. I didn't even know that was physically possible. I genuinely had
Mhm.
no idea. Like they turned me into a superhero with superpowers involuntarily with them just speaking like that. I'm like, yo, you put them on the mic. You got the headphones in. You temporarily have superpowers. You can fly. I genuinely had
Yeah.
no idea that was humanly possible. But
Yeah.
Tomorrow's was
Um, there's
fire.
um,
Hmm.
there's someone in the fourth one. He was like third in the cipher. His name's Kainova. I don't know if you remember him. Um, he lives 5 minutes away from me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he lives 5 minutes away from me. We meet up like a few times, and yeah, we just kick it. We go get some lunch and whatever. But like, yeah, I didn't even know he was like from the same country as me until like
Mhm.
last year, like mid last year.
Wow.
So
Oh,
like ever since
small
then, it was
world.
just like yeah, it was great. It was great because like, but there's not a lot of people in New Zealand that do like nerdcore stuff. There's like
Mm,
2 that I know now. There's like 2 people that I know now, but like it's like they're like really small in like the nerdcore industry or like whatever. Um, but I saw I saw Kai and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from New Zealand as well." And I was like, "Oh wow, sheesh." And like he's like connected with like a lot of the people in that cipher,
yeah.
and like he's like pretty much like friends with them. So I was like, "Oh wow, this is crazy. I swear, I've never heard of you before."
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That that is
Yeah, it
crazy.
was.
It's just crazy how much of a small world like nerdcore can be. And I think there's 2 artists within Germany that I think they told me before that that nerdcore isn't as prevalent there. One goes by the name of Charisma, and then another one that's actually in their server right now. I think Charisma is also in the server. He goes by the name of Kartaru19. He he's really underrated. Like I've listened to some
Yeah,
of his music, man.
yeah. There's a lot of like those ones like out there in like Germany, Brazil. Those ones are kind of dangerous because like they just have like a big fan base, like a loyal fan base, like where like in
Mm,
any of the like the music or like whatever they do. And also just like their following is crazy, and they have like massive editors, like really dangerous ones as well, that do like manga panels and everything. Like their videos are really stupid, bro. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the only other artists, oh, I think I mentioned this before. I There's another artist that goes by the name of Highsell. Very underrated. He makes a lot of good music. If you ever tune into any of his music, I would suggest the Gogeta and the Broly song. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, his vocals is gas. There was a time where I mentioned before. I don't know if you saw it in my stream. I was like, "Hey, Orcadia, be easy." I don't know, man. Maybe y'all, like
Yeah.
like him in Kaze, they're very talented. They've been like grinding. They've been on the grind. I've been seeing that, and that's why I put a lot of their songs on like my thumbnails for like the reaction stream. There's like the cards like around me whenever I'm doing a crazy face in the middle
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
thumbnail, and man, I don't know how I like literally I'm just like doing something one day. I'm like, I want to do a thumbnail picture. I do the most random facial expressions.
Yeah, I feel it, bro. Oh, bro.
Yeah,
Whenever I have to do like faces for like my stuff, bro, I look like a stupid idiot, right? I gotta like, I gotta hit him with like the Mr. Beast like thumbnail faces and stuff.
yeah.
It
Oh
hurts. It
man,
hurts my face.
right. But yeah, hey.
Yeah, a lot of people in nerdcore are just really connected with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if you knew, but DPS and Fable are like basically like best buddies.
Oh yeah.
Like literally, those guys are like besties for lifeies. Um, and then like you've got people like Divide Music that usually like hangs out with them as well, or like in a call,
Mm-hmm.
and they work on music together. And then DPS is also like usually on a call of like Mixer Williams and Cam Steady and like
Yeah.
everything. Like they're all, like connected together and they help each other out, and it's like it's really cool. And then like recently, um, I feel like I've told you about this, but there's this like convention called NPC,
Yeah.
where like a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people in nerdcore, I don't want to say bigger ones because that just makes a lot of people seem small, but like like the more well known artists in nerdcore, they all
Mm-hmm.
come to this convention and they perform for like 2 hours. And it's a place where everyone comes and enjoys their music. Um, there's usually like a VIP stage where like some of the upcoming artists get to perform there. And then they also do like meet and greets and stuff like that. And it's really cool. It's like everyone
Mm-hmm.
in Nerdcore, it's like they're like one time to meet up with each other, and that's where like most of their memories come from, and like they meet their friends for the first time. I was gonna go this year, but a lot of stuff IRL was happening, so I didn't get the time to actually
Yeah.
get there. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like that's definitely like the place where like if you wanted to meet them, that's like definitely the place where you go. And they're like
Gotcha.
they're really lovely and like IRL, and like they have like some pretty good talks with them as well. Um, yeah, they're just really welcoming. They're really welcoming.
Oh yeah.
If
Hey.
you ever have like the time like
Mm-hmm.
sometime in like July, because that's when they usually do it.
Oh
NPC is
right.
like definitely the time to like go and like meet them and like
Mm-hmm.
just have like a little chat with them. It's really cool. They change like
Yeah.
venues a lot, so it will be
Mm-hmm.
hard to like catch up with that, especially since like I don't think you're on Twitter as much. So
That's
they
much.
usually like yeah they usually
Okay.
on there. So
Hey
yeah,
y'all.
definitely NPC.
If y'all want me to pull up to Davies, let me know, y'all. Like, you
There's a lot
know.
of reactors that go, like, that's where they go to like meet them, and they get some content out of them as well. So it's like really cool.
That's
And
dope.
like you as a reactor as well would get to like meet like other reactors as well that kind of
Mm-hmm.
like give like the same perspective. It's like it's cool. It's really cool. And also I'll
Yeah.
probably send you like some like reactors to like look out for because those guys
Mm-hmm.
like are really like in tune with like nerdcore. Those guys. but those
Right.
guys really love it as much. And like you could probably like reach out to them, be like, hey, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
reactor as well. Like, does nerdcore like
Oh
reacts to
no.
nerdcore and stuff like that. Like, be cool
Right.
to like talk with you and blah blah. But like, yeah, they're all really cool. They're all really
Shout out to What Do Dave. That's one of the actors I know. He shot me on Twitter,
yeah.
and he pulled up to one of my not even streams. It was a premiere video of me reacting to I think the Ben 10 DPS song, and then his song with what's it with Hashtag for the it was an Alistar song. I was snap, and then I was really just having it premiered. I saw the comment section. I was just like eating food, and I saw What Do Dave. I was like, huh? I was like, wait. So it's just crazy how much of a small world nerdcore can be, and yeah, I definitely tune into some of these events for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. And
yeah,
yeah, these reactors like kind of can give you like even like a better insight of like how Nerdcore has like treated them and like how it is just as like a community because these guys are really active and like they've got like whole
hmm,
servers of like artists and like some of the content creators in Nerdcore as well but like Nerdcore isn't even just like about like music, it's more just like a community of people that just
yeah,
like nerdy stuff and
hmm,
they just collaborate with like all of that. Like there's like a lot of streamers. There's streamers that just stream whatever, but like are really in tune with like the nerdcore scene.
hmm,
And then you have, like normal content creators that make videos. It's like really it's a really diverse like community.
right,
I reckon if like you got in touch with like any of the reactors, like definitely that like welcome you with like open arms. So yeah,
okay,
definitely reach out. Those
yeah,
guys are cool. Those guys are really
yeah. Again, thank you so much for pulling
cool.
up, man. This was crazy. This was crazy. Thank you.
Hello, bro.
Um,
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you, so I'm gonna say thank you, right? Yeah.
I appreciate it though, because I also like I was thinking about doing something as far as one day interviewing to interact with the community even more, to interview different artists or other not even just artists, like editors, like because I think that's another
Mm.
like underappreciated side of nerdcore. I always like shout out to the editors, the people that make the thumbnails, because I feel like they put in so much work. Like Jupe, the person that does works for Fable,
Yeah.
he puts his foot in it. Omar, that produces DPS songs, I'm like, I always do it bad. I'm like, if I hear Omar, I'm like, oh shoot, oh he's about to enable
Yeah.
DPS to go crazy again,
You
man.
don't want to
Oh,
hear Omar on a DPS song, bro. That becomes a dangerous combo, bro. Like anytime you hear
facts.
come on,
Omar,
it's
yup.
it's over, bro.
Or
It's
is this what you
over.
wanted? I'm like, oh no, oh
It's not
no,
what- it's, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like there's a
yeah.
lot of like editors there, like Reese is so good with editing like the videos as well. Gia, um, there's also like some of the artists like do their own like AMVs as well, like Black
Mm-hmm.
Diamonds. Uh, Aztec usually does his own.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, like there's a lot of talented people in there. It's just
For
that
sure.
think they need to market themselves a bit better. But yeah, definitely reach out to like a lot of these people, like reactors,
Mm-hmm.
editors. Like honestly, these guys are really chill people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, definitely. Like yeah, I think most of them would be open to like interviews because I think Drip has done a few. Some of my boys have done a few like interviews for like little like streamers and like little content creators like they've done that as
Mm-hmm.
well, so I reckon you could do it, but the only drawback because you're not on Twitter as much, a lot of them are just active on Twitter. So
Yeah.
like I reckon like the best way that you're gonna get in contact with them is probably on Twitter.
Twitter. I got a lot going on Twitter, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. That's.
And look,
Mm,
you don't want to go on Twitter, but like there's like that's basically like how people meet each other on like nerd in like the nerdcore space is like Discord or Twitter.
right.
Mostly Discord, but like they're all like banded together. So like you won't see them in like another server or anything. They're already in their own servers. On Twitter, you'll definitely see them. It's just it's not really the place to be.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
I try to get on Twitter. I try, but you know what? We were just on TikTok earlier in the stream, but I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in. I'm just so used to YouTube because I did videos
Yeah,
since like I
yeah,
was 10 years
definitely.
old. Like like this was like the space I was like, yeah, you know. But you know what? I
Yeah.
gotta give Twitter and TikTok a chance. I will.
Hey, look, you just do it at your own pace. Do it at your own pace. You don't have to go straight into it because that's what a lot of people get into. Like, I'm gonna say it for myself. Like, I don't know why I did, but I joined Twitter at like 15. At
Mm,
15, I was a stupid boy. I joined at 15. I made a lot of connections, but saw a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have seen on Twitter,
bro.
and yeah, I mean, at a phase it kind of broke me mentally, and I was at a stage where I was like, "What the frick is happening now? What are we doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah, just take it at your own pace. I don't know how bad TikTok is. I barely go on it. I just go on it if I want to watch something, but
Yeah.
like just go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. You can start by like following the artists that you love. Like,
Mm.
like it doesn't even have to be like the nerdcore artists or it's just like just whatever.
Yeah.
Like some of the reactors, you can just start with that. Don't have to
Mhm.
interact with anyone just start like following people and like kind of see what they're getting up to. So
Right.
I reckon that would be the go.
Fair enough, man. Um, I feel like my viewers are side eyeing me right now. They're like, yo, you should be on Twitch right now, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go on Twitch. Go, please. I don't want to mess up your schedule. I'm gonna let you go on
No, you're
Twitch, but
fine. You're
definitely
fine. Thank you
keep
so
you
much.
again.
No, there's times I'll be late, and that's my fault. You know what I mean? Completely fine,
They hold you
uh,
accountable.
but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
So
I'll let you
let's.
go. I'll let you go. It was really good to talk to you. Definitely, we should definitely do this again. And if you start doing the interviews, if you want to get me, definitely hit me up. I'll definitely do it with you 100%.
Let's go. All right, all right. Thank you so much, man. You have a good rest of your night. You have a good rest of your night or
You
day,
too,
morning.
bro. Hey, God bless you. God bless the stream, everyone. I hope you guys have a good stream on Twitter, Twitch. My bad, Twitter. What the frick? Twitch. I hope you guys have a good stream on. And yeah,
Yeah, this be
yeah,
easy.
have a good.
Show us the support, y'all. It's a problem. It's a problem on the microphone.
See you guys. Bye.
All right, all right. All right, y'all. Um, okay, we're still live. Oh, I'm so mad. Why wasn't my OBS recording? Okay, well, we still got it on YouTube, so I gotta make sure I download the stream ASAP. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. That was easy, by the way, in case anyone was curious. So we better get straight to it, to Twitch. For some of y'all that are on Twitch for Ace of Diamond, my bad. We're getting straight to it. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's drawing stream. We did not really yeah, we kind of, but hey, look, we almost there. We almost there. I've been taking too long for the drawing. I'm going to lock in, I promise. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. If you guys have more requests, please put them down in the comment sections down below. Until then, see you guys next time. Mike Jump Street out. Peace. Oh, what's up, Hunter? By the way. Alright, y'all. Y'all take care. Go live on Twitch.